Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Muhammad Shamrani and I do live streams and specific trophy video guides since I like to complete my games 100% and I like to achieve platinums on the games that I really like to work on because I love them or I like to challenge myself on them. So yeah, like I said before on my previous Nindroid collection video, and by the way, I forgot to mention I had the Shantae Nindroid there besides the section in my room, which is all of my Shantae related stuff, whether it's her plushie or her limited run physical games and such, every kind of merch that I could get from Shantae. So, without further ado, I said that I'm gonna show part of my anime collection that I have, and my room is separated into two parts regarding my anime section. Here, I'm gonna show my action and sci-fi or somehow what adventure titles that I have, some itchy animes as well, a little bit. Well, regarding the action side. And the other side that I'm gonna show later is for the romance comedies, some itchy related stuff, and some good classics and slice of life anime. I like a good slice of life anime. So, without further ado, let's get into my first half of the anime collection that I have, and let's start with the sci-fi part. And we cannot go wrong with number one, which is Cowboy Bebop. Now, this is the movie. I rewatched it again a month ago. I used to have an open region DVD player. I think it's by a Malaysian company called GPads, but that multi-region DVD died on me years back, so I got those HP external disk drives, and amazingly, it could play multi-regional stuff. I didn't know because I thought, like, if I was living in America, I thought the hardware would play region one discs and movies only. So that was good for me. So the first thing that I popped and watched again was Cowboy Bebop the movie. Now this feels like a very long episode, and they made it into a movie. بعدين, and I thought it's still awesome. I love it. I think I'm not sure if they made an official Blu-ray of this one available, maybe for European region, but I don't think they made for an US American region for this one yet. But still, this is really awesome to watch. And of course, classic animes. If we're talking 90s and maybe 80s and late 70s anime are still kind of really good. And we'll get some of the 2000 stuff that I have and some modern ones. And of course, why not go ahead and also explain the fully animated series for Cowboy Bebop? This is, I had this like for like 6 years now. So this is the Anime Legends Bandai DVD set by Sunrise. And I know there is the Blu-ray editions of these. There's one for the American region and for European region. I might update the Blu-ray sets, but maybe not now because I'm trying to get more disco media type of publications, not publications, but old anime re-releases that I need to catch up on before they get out of stock on out of print stuff. So yeah, this of course we're talking Cowboy Bebop, one of the most legendary anime series. I mean, one of the most recommended series that a lot of friends recommend me to watch, and I think just like, yeah, okay, I haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist yet. I know. Just like my friends, they're cussing me as of today on why didn't I start haven't I watched Full Metal Alchemist yet. But also when I start to get into anime more in like 2007, 2008, of course they recommended me Cowboy Bebop. I love Faye Valentine. Uh, and why not Ed? Ed, I love Ed as well. Uh, so yeah, that's also a proud part of my collection. I might get the Blu-ray sets later. Now, this was a recommendation from my American friend Shannon. He told me about this anime, and my God, it blew me away, in so many ways. Like, it's definitely a hidden gem, and underrated as well. I'm talking about Speedgrapher. Story is about a photographer who has like a special ability with his eye using cameras and stuff, and there's this rich high class girl that he would like to help her and stuff, and there's some gang involvement, some crazy shit, and some also against the upper class of society and greedy bastards and whatnots, like the ones who are ruining Hollywood and video games today. I can't say about that. ايش عربي. I'm talking mostly English because I referred this anime mostly because of my most of my audience are from outside USA, and even when I play online I play with guys from America and from Europe mostly, so yeah, and I prefer to talk English anyway, since most of these stuffs that I'm gonna show are mostly gay guys and girls who watch these stuff more than the guys that I know here are watching these. So most of them maybe, but for this one, nobody talked with me about this anime. This was a recommendation by my friend Shannon. I highly recommend you watching this. It's really an underrated hidden gem. You should really watch this. And it's the published by Save. I think they did releases for initial D. It's been like so many years now. I'm not sure if they were available right now by Save, but yeah, they made releases for initial D as well. I did not watch the entirety of initial D, maybe the first 4 seasons or so. But yeah, since I'm used to be a big Gran Turismo fan, so of course I got into Initial D. But after like Gran Turismo Sport, I stopped caring about Gran Turismo. Didn't feel the same magic from the PS1 days until the end of the PS3. But let's not talk about that. So here I'm gonna show about my collection that I have for Ghost in the Shell. So first, this is the second movie, Solid State Society for Ghost in the Shell. This movie is related to the second season. And of course, Ghost in the Shell, another one of the biggest hits in sci-fi anime in the 90s, and still holds up, to be honest. I still love this. I love Makoto. Like I said last time, my favorite character is probably Aramaki besides the major. And انتوا سبوه راح يطلع العربي. Hmm. Hmm. I don't care صراحة. So, of course, like I said, Solid State Society is related to the second season, which is this one. And I'm not sure if the second movie has a Blu-ray edition. I haven't seen one yet. But of course, this is the first movie, and it's the 2.0 one. Most hardcore Ghost in the Shell fans, they prefer the OG coloration or the first edition of this movie. But I digress. This is the first thing that I watched when I got into Ghost in the Shell, and I think the 2.0 is awesome. And I know there's a Blu-ray edition of this one as well. Maybe I'll upgrade it later on when I get them all in one order. But yeah, I think one of the most amazing theatrical movies of all time. And it's really good to watch. And it's like before the first season. Now, this is the second season by Anime Legends Publications. And of course, the second season is as good as the first season. This also has the Blu-ray editions that I saw on Amazon, but I still have the DVD sets mostly. Again, love the Major, love Aramaki. Bato, Bato depends on the episode. There's some good episodes specifically for Bato which shine more lights on him, and they're really good. And of course, one of my favorites, maybe of the whole thing regarding Ghost of the Shell, is the first season. Again, this also has a Blu-ray release of this one, an update of this one, and I still think this DVD set is still worth it. I'm watching it from time to time, trying to check the discs. I'm probably rewatching my old DVDs now to make sure if the discs are okay, because of the scare that I've read about recently for a month now regarding Warner Brothers DVDs failing, as they say, dry rot. So yeah, I'm double checking my old DVDs to make sure that they're still working fine. But yeah, maybe for Ghost in the Shell, those classic sets besides the second movie, I'll probably get the Blu-ray. And as for Arise, this is the first set. I need to get the second set. I think this has a younger Major Kusanagi in it. And it's still really good, honestly. I mean, compared to the first and second season, I thought, did they milk this franchise too much? But honestly, after I watched this, it's really good. It feels like the other Ghost in the Shell series. It's really good. I need to get the part two of this collection. I think the cover of the other one that has Major in a red dress with an ocean background for some reason. But yeah, very high. I really highly recommend watching this if you didn't get into this one yet. Arise, which it says Border 1, Ghost Pain, Border 2, Ghost Whispers, as far as the OVA that covers in this set. So, after getting more into Ghost in the Shell, a friend recommended me Psychopass. Another amazing, it's like almost anime CSI. It really feels like close at home with Ghost in the Shell. And I love Akane. She's probably my favorite character in this whole anime. And I did play the visual novel video game on PS4, and it was really good. Especially that episode in the game regarding the school. That was a very good chapter in the game. But yeah, So this is like part one and part two of the first season. Highly recommended. I mean, it's as twisted and futuristic as Ghost in the Shell. It feels almost like in the same universe. And I know season two has been out for a while now. I might get season two later on, but I'm currently more focused on Disco Media published animes that I've seen or I need to rewatch or I need to have like an HD collection of it, which I think Disco Tech Media are doing very well. I mean, there's some animes that I'm discovering through Disco Media's publication. Now let's get into the big bad boy here. My collection that I have so far for Attack on Titan. Where's the... Ah, yes, I think I... Season 3. Yeah, season 1 is inside the box here. But yeah, Attack on Titan, I have the entirety of season 1, season 2, and season 3, but not the final season yet. Of course, Attack on Titan, when I stopped watching anime for a while, Attack on Titan really brought me back on watching anime. Now, I haven't watched the final season, but I did read the finale of the final chapters in manga form, and I couldn't wait for the Blu-rays to come out at that time, and I think I kind of missed out on them. They got a little bit expensive regarding the final season the hard hardcover editions, not the regular ones. But of course, yeah, Attack on Titan is really brutal, is really amazing. Can be can have a lot of devastating moments at time. This is the season 3 big box, the hard box. And one of the things that I really like, besides the side booklet covers and whatever, I really like that they added the small omics, the short episodes between the regular episodes, and I think there's a section for it in the menus that you have to go watch them, and I'm really happy that it's included there. But to my surprise, when I thought what more Attack on Titan that I can watch, I did not expect this one here right now, which is Attack on Titan Junior High. This is probably, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this is the best thing in the entirety of the Attack on Titan series. I mean, out of the blue, I did not expect this to be really so good, and I'm surprised why the hell they didn't do like a second season or a second chapter of this one in relations to the stories of the regular chapter 2 and chapter 3. I mean, they could have released a season 2 of this and got away with it, with the popularity of Attack on Titan at the time. But yeah, this is so criminally adorable, so cute, so lovely in so many ways. I mean, just look at the cover alone, and of course Mikasa being my favorite character, and second would be Sasha, of course. Yeah, I need to rewatch this actually. الفخر بلغتك مطلوب. I don't speak usually with anybody from my country. I speak mostly with foreigners anyway, especially Americans, since I play and trophy hunt with foreigners, especially Americans. So that's why I talk English more. So this is Attack on Titan Junior High. Highly recommend it. Must watch. Definitely must own if you have a collection of Attack on Titan stuff. You need to add this. Now this is a very old box set that I have, and it's really worth it. But I have an issue with the way they handled this bundle specifically. I'm talking about the Rurouni Kenshin original series, which has seasons 1, 2, and 3. Of course, being the best chapter in this collection would be chapter 2, which is the Shishio arc. I mean, it cannot get better than that. And of course, the first season is still very good. I love it. Third season, to be honest, if you still like the characters and you want to know, you want to watch more Rurouni Kenshin in this set, third season would be okay-ish, but still it's not as good to season 1, or should I say chapter 1 or chapter 2, especially chapter 2. The Shishio arc is so amazing. Does this have a Blu-ray set? I'm not sure, but the problem with this box set is because the DVDs that they're handled inside the box, I don't want to open them. I do not want it to fall apart. It's held up in one pin, the whole bunch of discs, especially chapter 2. بعدين دقيقة بكرة حسويها مو دحين. فين حطبعها طيب؟ خليني أغلق وأجيك. دقيقة يا أبوي، خليني أخلص وأجيك. So this is regarding the Rurouni Kenshin collection. Okay, let's get into before we get into the disco media stuff. I mean discotheque media stuff. Let's see what I have also here. So also Rurouni Kenshin is probably a high recommendation to watch. The classic one. I think there is another series regarding Rurouni Kenshin, but I haven't watched it. And I think the art style of that one has more realistic approach beside this one, but I still prefer the classic one. About this one, of course, everybody knows Death Note. I've watched this in 2008, and still one of the best animes that I have watched until now. It's mind-boggling how they thought most of the stuff in this anime. And I know they've re-released Misa Misa's Nindroid recently. I haven't gotten it yet, but what can I say? And about the new game that they added, that strange chess-like game, I don't understand it. No, I never got into it. I'm not sure if it's worth my time, but regarding the whole anime It's definitely, of course, and probably L is probably my favorite character in the whole series. And as for the live action, I don't like to watch live action stuff regarding Japanese anime medium. I do not like to watch live action stuff. Here we also have, like I said from last time, I have the full first and second season of Black Lagoon. Of course, one of the best action animes of its time, really. I'm surprised why they haven't. It's been so long that they haven't done a season 3 yet. With the twins arc is probably the most twisted that I've watched from both season 1 and season 2. With being Rivi and Balalaika as my favorite characters, and I would also add Roberta as my third favorite character, since they did an OVA or a movie, I should say, about her. Blotra. Of course, if you like watching seasons 1 and 2, this is a really a must watch. It's really favorable. So yeah, definitely a highly recommendation that you watch these both. Still waiting on season 3, but I'm not sure if they're ever gonna do a season 3. And who this? Yeah, that guy can go suck it. Another series, since I like Berserk and I like Dark Souls, I got into this anime that a friend recommended me to watch in 2008, which is Claymore. This is also probably so criminally handled in anime form because the ending of the manga is much better than the anime. I mean, the anime is so amazing, it's so good, but I think they screwed up the ending for the anime that probably they need to do a reboot. But it's been so many years now. I don't think we'll never know if they're ever gonna do a reboot to this franchise or this series. I mean. Honestly, if they would do a reboot to fix the issue with the ending of Claymore, they should have done this years ago. What else do I have here? No, let's before I get to the what else do I have? Disco media stuff. Well, some of the itchy stuff that I have here, since I love them since I've played into firstly on the 3DS, is probably the Sinner and Kagura series. And I didn't know it had an anime, but I really love it regardless. And the problem is, they haven't done a proper new game for some time now since the director left Marvelous Games a few years back, and the series has been in terrible limbo ever since. I think I have every PS4 game, I have every 3DS game, Yeah, I think I have Shinobi versus physical, but Bon Appetit in digital from the Japanese PS Store. So yeah, this is the first season, which I think, yeah, the 3DS game is based. It's based on the first 3DS game mostly, and this is the Estival versus OVA that has the full episodes. I'm not sure if they released this one in English, but I got it in full Japanese, uncut. And I think the last thing that they ever did was the Shinobi Masters series. I think they released like a whole collection of it in one set for the American release, but this is the original Japanese uncut. I'm not sure if the US ones are uncut, but these Japanese sets for in volumes are uncut. Without, and these are without subtitles as well. This is a purely Japanese release by Kodakawa. But yeah, sadly, Senran Kagura for some time now has been really dead. They haven't released a proper new game, and don't mention the mobile games and those gacha games and stuff. I don't consider those games. Here's a weird movie that I watched recently. I kind of loved it, I think because it's from the director of Ghost in the Shell. So I got it and I played it. And I need to play the game on the Wii, which is Skycrawlers. Now, this is a very mind-twisting theatrical movie. It's about a soldier who tries to join the Air Force, and then he tries to do some missions for his country. I don't know how to explain this without spoilers, but it's kind of has the same idea of Groundhog Day without spoiling very much. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna recommend this one, though I have another, but since I'm a big Ace Combat fan, I was looking for more good air flight or air battle enemies, air combat enemies, since Ace Combat has always been one of my favorite series personally ever since the PS1. But forget about Skycrawlers. This is a high recommendation, Area 88. And this is the OVA. I know there's a TV series of this, but my community of Ace Combat fans, they highly recommend me this one, the OVA series, and it's of course by my current favorite company, Discotech Media. I'm trying to get more Discotech Media stuff whenever I can to actually watch some of these stuff that are kind of lost to time, but they're trying their best to revive some of these old animes. So if you like Ace Combat 2, this one feels right at home. It feels like almost the same thing. I think my Ace Combat friends, they recommend me this one over the TV series. Did they do? No, they didn't do the TV series. Maybe it's by old publications, but not by Discotech Media. I don't think so. But I highly recommend Area 88, especially if you're a big Ace Combat fan. And speaking of Discotech Media, yep, I have the Berserk complete. For this is, I think, the complete first season, the classics, the complete 1997 TV series. I'm gonna put this on the side for a later watch this weekend. So yeah, they were selling like hotcakes on Amazon. I need to put my time into them and watch it as soon as possible. Because if it wasn't for Berserk, I wouldn't gotten into Dark Souls. I'll put that aside, so it's on my watch list. Let's get more into some disco media stuff. Now I have the first season of Cat's Eye. Before I wanted to get into City Hunter, which I have here, but I haven't watched them yet. Because I think Cat's Eye was before the story of City Hunter. I think it's set on in the same universe. So yeah, I'm trying to like fit and get into the timeline of the show and watch everything in order whenever I can. Now for this series, it's really good. Maybe the personal problem that I have, maybe it feels too campy. Like it doesn't get, the action doesn't get too intense that often, unlike City Hunter, which I know it will for most of the time. So that's why I still haven't got the season 2 of this set, because I liked it, but it felt too campy for me. But I do like the sisters. Now, as for City Hunter, I haven't I've gotten them recently, and I haven't watched it yet. Also publicized by Discotheque Media. This one is complete first series, episodes 1 to 25. I'm gonna put that aside to watch it later, of course. Set 1, episodes City Hunter 2. Set 1, episodes 1 to 38. Because after I finished watching Fist of the North Star, this came as part of the recommendations that I should watch next. So, and of course it's a legendary anime, and I'm gonna watch it for the first time. Actually, I know about this anime, but I'm gonna for the first time fully watch it. This is set 2 of City Hunter 2, episode 39 to 63. City Hunter 91, I think. Is this like a specific episodes or OVA? I think so. Or it's between this and season 3. City Hunter 3, complete third series. This one. Like I said, this is gonna be like a recent watch for me. Shinkoku Private Eyes, I think this is the movie. And of course it has these 3 sisters from Cat's Eye, which is a lovely bonus. I've watched this one before. That's why I got into City. It reminded me that I should get City Hunter, and when I saw Discotheque Media did this set, I thought I'm gonna get all of them finally. So I'm gonna watch it on the next time I have some free time with Berserk. What other Disco Media stuff that I bought and watched? Last year I got this one, Gunbuster. If it wasn't for the what's that game series that's mostly in Japan about the accumulation of all of the giant robo animes? Why is its name's not bringing it on the top of my head? Because I don't have any of the series, that's why. But yeah, Gunbuster is really amazing. And I do have Noriko's Nendroid. After I watched this anime, I immediately got her Nendroid. Complete OVA series by Discotheque Media. A proud addition in my collection. Still, and the art still holds up. What else? This is also. I'm glad that I got to rewatch this anime. Another Discotheque publication, which is Blue Seed. It has an amazing art style for its early 2000-ish era type of anime. Honestly, for a sci-fi kind of some horror elements into it, but honestly, I finally got a chance to watch all of the episodes now through this collection. Is it still available, or I hope it's not out of print? Because a lot of Discotheque Media stuff currently that I have here right now that I'm showing, most of them are out of print. I'm trying to catch up on the stuffs that they have before they go out of print. So yeah, Blue Seed, a high recommendation to watch. Now, one of the first thing that I ordered from Discotheque Media, mostly through Amazon USA, to test their waters and to test their qualities for their high definition upscaling of older enemies, is Crusher Joe. It's literally the first thing that I ordered to see Discotheque Media and what they're all about. And honestly, ever since, I've become a big fan of them, especially anything related to cool old animes that probably newer publications don't care about them, like probably Funimation. I do like Sunrise, and I do like Sentai animation company. They also do some amazing stuff, but honestly, currently my number one favorite company regarding anime is Discotheque Media. So yeah, Crusher Joe is like a very short OVA episodes. I mean, honestly, I wish they would have made a series about them. This is the OVA series, and this is the movie. Honestly, watch both. It's short for what it is. Don't expect something big, like like a full series or whatever. But it's an amazing watch, especially if you like. What genre is it called again? Like space sci-fi adventure. It's really good. Now, what I also got from this is from. I know one of them is not from Discotheque Media, but Space Adventure Cobra. After I ordered Crusher Joe, the OVA and the movie, I immediately tried to get into Space Adventure Cobra, which amazingly it's gonna get a platformer side shooting game, which is really cool. This is the theatrical movie. It's like a quick compilation of the first season of Space Adventure Cobra, just like the theatrical movie release for Fist of the North Star is like a complete shortcut walkthrough of the first season of Fist of the North Star. So this is treated as such, and also since it's 4K Ultra HD, I want to give out a warning. If you have a PS4 and a PS5, these 4K Ultra HD Blu-rays only works on PS5 or modern higher resolution Blu-rays. It does not work on PS4, sadly. So yeah, if you want to get any of the 4K Ultra HD releases, you have to watch it on PS5. As for the theatrical movie, if you have time to either get the movie or the first season, I highly recommend that you get the first season, which is also by Discotheque Media. I did not regret making the purchase for this one, and I cannot wait for its game to get released. So yeah, definitely one of the best series that I got into the collection from Discotheque Media. This is my third publication release by Discotheque Media that I ordered through them, and I've been a big fan of them ever since. And I have the Orisa Yatsura collection since I think they're the only ones in so many years that they release like the full set for Orisa Yatsura in English in a complete set, the whole TV series and the OVA. I'll show it in another video. And there's Cobra the animation, the complete collection. This is by Sentai, and this is not by Discotheque Media because it's kind of still modern, and it's still a wonderful watch. The TV series, the Psychogun, and Time Drive on 3 discs. A high recommendation. If you love the first season of Space Adventure Cobra, this is definitely a must watch. What else that I got from Discotheque Media? This is I'm almost done with showing the collection. Now, strangely, I got Appleseed from them. Why did I get this OVA? It's because the since I love Kami from Street Fighter, they always say that the inspiration of Kami came from the main character, and this OVA. It's kind of cool, really. Kind of, I wouldn't say if it's like Battle Labor or Dominion Tank Police vibes to it. Kinda. Probably, yeah, it's very close to it. And honestly, it was a fun watch. Glad that I have it in my collection besides my Disco Media stuff. And I've recently ordered some more Disco Media stuff. And this is a recent watch since I still wanted some more dogfight action anime. This is The Princess and the Pilot. I've watched this last month when I ordered it, and it's amazing. I mean, this is one of the most high quality dogfight animes I've ever seen. Like I said, since I'm a big Ace Combat fan, I really had fun, so much fun watching this. And like I said from last time, is this by Sentai, right? Is it? G-Kids. This is Nadia and the Secret of the Blue Water. Especially here in Arabic, when I was a kid, we watched it in Arabic. It was called Al-Masat al-Zarqa, the Blue Gem. I finally got into this Blu-ray set, and it's really amazing. Strangely, there are some scenes that they didn't do fully in HD. Some specific scenes in between the episodes, they left it without HD enhancing it. But to be honest, it gave some classics vibes to it. So I don't mind. But yeah, lovely anime, lovely character. Maybe the middle part of the whole season when they're stuck in the island, I think they stretched it out a little bit. So the early part of the series and the end part of the series is awesome, but in the middle when they got stuck in the island, I think they really stretched it out too much. It kind of almost made the series boring a bit. There are some fun episodes, but it felt like filler to the main plot anyway. But overall, this is just a legendary anime. I did not watch it fully when I was a kid, but when I got this set, yeah, it's really worth it. And first time I watched it in Japanese as well. Now, the last thing that I'm gonna show before I go is Bubblegum Crisis, and this is by Igo. This is the original series. I don't think Dominion Tank Police or Patalab or they made modern Blu-ray sets of them, but I need to double check. But as far as the Bubblegum Crisis, I think I'm missing a few. This is the original series, which is still awesome. Glad that I got it in Blu-ray. And this is kind of like a soft reboot. Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040. This is still new. I haven't opened it. I need to watch it soon on my free time. I don't know if it will be as good as the original one, but of course the original one holds the best until now overall. But I'll give Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040 a chance and see. Is there's any other related bubble? I think there's something other related to the soft reboot and full main season. And that's it for now. That's the half, my first half of the anime collections that I have. There's some more discotheque media stuff coming along very soon, and I'll show them whenever I get. Hopefully, have time to watch it later because I have City Hunter and Berserk here first to watch, and I'll show the other part of the collection in another video on another day, in another live stream. So I won't take much of your time. Thank you so much for watching. Just like to, while in the midst of cleaning and reorganizing my room, I thought why not share some of the stuff that I have and that I currently watch. I'm proud that I have it in my own personal collection. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time on another video. Peace out.